Welcome students. Welcome to National Institute of Technology Agartala. Today I will discuss about the examination system followed in NIT Agartala. I am Dr. Mrinmoy Mujumdar. I am the Associate Dean Examinations of the Institute. So I will give you a brief description about the examination process, grading system, awarding of classes followed in this institute. So this institute follows semester system where two examinations are conducted. One is known as midterm, another one is known as end term. Now midterm and end term is conducted out of 20 and 50 marks respectively. And remaining 30 marks you can score from the quizzes, class tests and assignments given by your subject faculty. Now this is the process of grading. Based on your performance in a subject, you will be awarded marks, and based on the marks, grades will be awarded. And as you can see, we have a 10-point grade scale. That means the highest grade that you can achieve has 10 points, right? So this is your theoretical subjects, and this is your theoretical subjects, and this is your practical subjects. Remember, for theory, you have to score more than 40 to pass, and for practical, you have to score more than 50 to pass. Okay. Now, you will fail if you score less than 40 in theory and less than 50 in practical. And F grade is awarded if you fail in a subject, and if you fail due to attendance or due to shortage of attendance, then you will be awarded FA grade, fail due to attendance. Now, if you have less than 75% of attendance, then you will be in a subject, then you will be awarded FA. And in addition to these, all these grades, we have two transitional grades. One is I and another is X. I grade is awarded when your grades of the subject is not finalized. Suppose you have missed an exam or you have missed an assignment to be submitted, then the teacher concerned can give you I grade. This grade is totally transitional, and if no update is there, even after 7 days, this I grade will be converted to F grade. Okay. Now, if you miss some exam, end term or mid-term, then we have a provision that you can appear for make-up examination. Now for make-up examination, you have to take permission from the faculty concerned, from your academic coordinator, from your HOD, as well as Associate Dean Examination and Dean Academic. And make-up exam is allowed only if there is some genuine grounds, like some medical calamity in your family, or you are facing some medical problems which has impelled you to drop the examination of a day, then only you are allowed to appear for make-up examination. Now, make-up examination is solely based on approval received from your faculty, academic coordinator, HOD, as well as Associate Dean Examination and Dean Academic. Now, as I have already discussed, that there is a F grade and FA grade. Now, when you get a F grade in one subject, so you must clear that subject, and you can clear that subject in the ensuing supplementary examination. Now, supplementary examinations are generally conducted during the summer vacation of a academic year, and you have to register for that subject by paying rupees 500 per subject, and after that you will give the exam, and if you can pass, then you will be awarded the grade, and if you again fail, then you have to again appear for supplementary examination in the next year. Okay. Now there is one improvement examination also. Now as you can see the rule, a student who obtains CGPA less than 6.5 will be permitted to appear at the examination for improvement in 3 subjects to the maximum, provided that you get a P grade in each of these subjects. However, if you have F or FA grade in any subject of the current academic session, then you will be not allowed to appear for the examination of any subject for improvement. Now there is one parallel exam, as I have already said that there is, if you fail due to shortage of attendance, then you have to appear for parallel examination, and in case of parallel examination you have to register for that subject in which you have got FA in the next academic year along with your junior students. That means if you fail in first semester, then you can clear that subject when you are in third semester. Okay, and only for BTech final year students, they can clear their FA grades in the summer vacation by attending 40-hour classes conducted by the respective subject teacher. Okay, and the rules are given here. You can go through the rules if you wish. As this I have already discussed, the schedule of supplementary. Now note one thing, in case of gradation of supplementary examination, there if you get a grade like EX, then your grade will be downgraded by 1 and you will actually be awarded grade A. If you score A, then it will be awarded B. If you score B, it will be C, and so on. So even if in the supplementary you score EX, the maximum grade that you can achieve is A for supplementary examination. And by supplementary I mean supplementary, parallel as well as improvement examination. Now this I already discussed. Now this is very important, condition of promotion to next year. What are the conditions that you must satisfy to be for promoting to the next year? The first condition is you must pass all first year courses before registering for the third year courses. That means when you are going from second year to third year, there must not be any backlog in first year subjects. Okay. Next condition, which is checked every year before registering for the next academic year, you must not have more than 3 backlogs. And 3 backlogs means F as well as FA grade. So if you have more than 3 backlogs, then you will be restricted in the same year. And you can be promoted if you have a maximum of 3 back papers. So that means along with 3 back papers, you can go to the next year. But if you got 4 or 5 back papers, then you will be restricted in the same year. Now there is no such restriction when you are going from odd to even semester of the same year. Okay. And another condition is that if you are absent for more than 6 weeks in a semester without any sanctioned leave, then your name will be struck off from the rolls. Okay. Now this is the SGPA formula we follow. SGPA formula is nothing but the credit of the subject and the grade point you scored. That means suppose if you score EX grade in one subject which have a credit of 4, then C into G means 40. You get 40 for that subject. And similarly for other subject also, the product of credit of subject and the grade point will be calculated, and it will be divided by the total credit of the semester to find the semester grade point average of a semester. Now this SGPA will be awarded or will be calculated for each semester based on the grades achieved by you in each subject at that semester. And this is the CGPA, this is the formula of CGPA which we follow and which is calculated based on all the previous semester SGPA. Okay, so this is the formula. C is the total credit of the semester and S is the SGPA of that semester. The sum product of this divided by the total credit of that total credit of all the semester or all the previous semesters will give you the CGPA of the session. And remember, SGPA is given at the end of each semester, and CGPA is calculated based on all the previous semesters. Now, if you are not satisfied with your grades, you can apply for review. First, you have to see the answer script, and on request to the faculty concerned, your teacher will show the answer script, but you must request the teacher to show his or her answer script at least 2 weeks before the date of result publication. And after seeing your answer script, if you find that you are not satisfied with the grade, then you can apply for a review, and you have to pay 500 rupees within the 30 days from the date of result publication. Now, if you are still not satisfied, then you can again apply for re-review, and then another faculty will evaluate the answer script as decided by the competent authority. Now there are 3 classes that is awarded to a student. One is first class with distinction, another one is first class, another one is second class. Now first class with distinction means you must have a CGPA of 8.5 and above, and you must not have any backlogs throughout all the semesters. And if you have satisfied this condition and you have the maximum CGPA among your department, then you will be awarded a gold-plated silver medal for standing top in your department. And if your CGPA is highest among all the students of this institute, then you will be awarded a gold medal for standing top in your institute. Now, gold medals are awarded to all the institute toppers for undergraduate, that means BTech courses, dual, that means BSMS and BTMT courses, and PG, postgraduate, that means MTech, MSc, MCA, MBA courses. Now, if you have a CGPA of 6.5 to 8.5, then you will be awarded first class. That means if you score above 6.5 or above, then you will be considered as first class. And if you score a CGPA below 6.5, then you will be considered as second class. Remember, you must score a CGPA of 5 for or to be considered a BTech graduate at the end of 8 semesters. If you have less than 5, then you will be considered as not fit for this graduate course. And you will have maximum of 12 semesters to score a CGPA of more than 5. Right? If you fail to score a CGPA of more than 5 or more than 5, within 12 semesters, then you will be considered as not fit for technical education. So this is the merit classes awarded to the students. Now, as usual, the examination sections provide some very important documents like grade cards, which is issued at the end of each semester. It shows the grades scored by you in each of the subject and the SGPA, CGPA of that semester, and also the equivalent percentage of that CGPA is displayed in your grade cards. Another document that is very important, useful for applying for scholarship, internship, etc., is mark statement. This document depicts the SGPA and CGPA of each semesters. Again, there is another certificate that we issue, that is statement of grades. That document depicts the grades of each subject scored in each of the semesters along with the SGPA and CGP. Now we also issue a rank certificate which shows your position in your department or your institute. We issue a transcript. We also issue provisional, character and migration or transfer cum migration certificates which are issued at the end of the course or on successful completion of the course. Now provisional certificates will show your division also, character certificates will show your character, and migration is the permission certificate for migrating to other institute, which is useful if you are opting for higher studies. Now for any other special documents which is not included in this list, you can contact this in this email address. We will be happy to help you. So more or less this is the overview of the examination system, and you can always contact us for any help you require related to examination. So thank you and good luck. Wish you all the best.